And I am joined by Jeff. Is what it says in the script.
How do? The final boss fight, Hour of Power, is proudly sponsored by Martin Madrazo's Cheesy Bastards.
That was 5 seconds of work well spent, I thought. That comes from a joke we did in GTA so many years ago. And for some reason, we decided Martin Madrazo, who is an NPC you bump into early on in the online mode, came from Yorkshire.
That's terrible!
And sold cheesy bastards. Hands up, who knows who final boss fight are? Yay!
John sat in darkness. My camera's crap.
Is that better, Rekia?
It's really not. That light is dimmed down. That's the problem.
Would you prefer another seat? Is this one? Does this work for you? Does this?
That's better, but that light's dim as hell.
It's not working on this camera. Can you move back?
I'll balance it out. I'll sit in the middle. Are we okay now, camera one?
Better, well, better, but not any better.
Better than worse.
Literally.
Better, but not better.
Are we okay, camera two?
No. It's literally that light. It's dim.
If I just like lay down like this, can somebody wake me up at the end of the panel?
It'll have to do.
This is as good as you're getting. So, Jeff did, however, put together a new trailer for us. So here is the debut of the final boss fight MCM May 2018 trailer. That's our new trailer, woo! And the crowd went mild. We are a group of friends who play video games, and we thought that we should put that thing on the internet, and so we did.
Yeah.
That's the short version of the story. For the long version of the story, see our panel a few years ago, where we put people to sleep with the full version of the history of final boss fights. I won't be doing that one again. But they know about it. Pepsi Man knows the tale. We do weekly live streams, we do daily Let's Play content, we do events. As you might notice that we're here, because I'm here. Jeff occasionally does them, as you might notice. The empty sofa sat next to me. And we've just started GTA's Doomsday Heist, which is, it's brought new life to GTA 5's online mode, which we've been playing since It came out several years ago, and I said to Jeff, I've recorded a voiceover thing, play this over the opening. And Jeff said to me, hang on a minute, I can do better than that.
In 2018, a genius AI programmer was close to stopping a global cataclysm. When a series of attacks shut down his program, I have assembled an elite team to solve these attacks and recover the missing data. Sadly, that cost too much, so you're left with these misfits. We might not be heroes, but if we pull this off, we will be remembered as final boss fight.
Both of us
I'm
are.
in range.
Within range.
Awesome.
I'm trying to get there as quick as I can.
Oh no, not that button, not that button, not that button.
I'm being shot at.
Oh god, you
Not
pressed the wrong
that
button, John!
Whoa!
Guys, I'm being shot at. If somebody could do something about that.
Well, I'm going to try and get these choppers
Fine,
out.
dude.
Okay. Ignore that. That never happened.
I'm still being shot at.
One down.
Two down.
Third one's going down.
Three down.
Right. Stop being shot at.
This is the most amazing car in the entirety of the game.
Come on. Get it.
Got it.
Fire!
Okay, we've got the download. Data set complete.
Fucking down
Blast
it!
the plane out of the air.
In that mission, you get the Deluxo, which is the DeLorean from Back to the Future. And they hack it so that it can fly because they watched the film, they like that. And then you get sent after a plane, and they sent helicopters after you. I pressed the wrong button. We're going to watch this bit again. This is a legitimate scream at the top of my lungs. Because if I don't pull up here, we have to start again.
Guys, I'm being shot at. If somebody could do something about that.
So that was fun. If you've not played the Doomsday Heist missions and you've got GTA 5, I would sincerely recommend them because they've added a lot of insane vehicles like the DeLorean from Back to the Future, which flies, and the Bond submersible car for tactically infiltrating a nuclear submarine, which we did later on in that storyline. We have met a number of developers of the games at conventions, and we've been very lucky to talk to a few of them who are small and indie themselves and remember what it's like to be small and indie. And so they have been very thankful and given us code and played the games with us. And this is a little game called Guns of Icarus. It originally came out in 2012. And it's a multiplayer steampunk airship shooter where you play as the crew of an airship. So you don't have singular life bars, you have one life bar for the whole ship, and everything explodes in fire, but that's fine, fire is okay.
Alright.
Blow up the bad guys.
Right, we're facing a Mobula and one of the latest ships, the Magnate. Oh no, the balloon's on fire.
Somebody put the balloon out.
Oh, I did.
I'm trying to take out the Mobula's guns.
That's a mine.
I'm going to repair the engines.
Whee!
Okay, now I'm waiting for the red hit markers. Keep hitting.
One's on fire.
I'm just busy changing my...
There's a gun at the front of the ship that's not working at the moment, guys.
Hit it with the
There are
wrench.
priorities, Captain!
Oh, there goes our light rocket launcher.
We weren't using it.
We weren't using it,
We
no.
weren't using it. It's practical thinking right there.
Keep the
We're
things
also
that we're
not using
using
the Holland
working.
balloon.
I'm on the thing, Our balloon, who's on our balloon?
I got the balloon.
The PlayStation is on our balloon right now. We're just gonna call you the PlayStation.
Wow.
The
Is that fine for you?
PlayStation man.
The PlayStation man's on the balloon. What direction are they? They're that side.
Right, they are
You
to
see,
our
I'm actually
west.
playing this game in my spare time, so I'm kind of skilled.
And you haven't
Oh,
added
you're down
me
there,
to your
aren't you?
friends. How dare you?
Main engine's down, going to repair.
Oh, something's down.
Yeah, the entire bottom deck. That's
the
what I get for
engine,
letting a
several
gunner be down
guns.
there alone. Get their gun going again.
I think we need to speak to someone in engineering, guys.
We're trying our hardest.
Trying to take down Mobula's armor.
Alright, hello there, you.
Running to balloon.
Game if you like steampunk aesthetic and running around on an airship that's exploding around you, especially if I'm piloting. And it's just about on the PlayStation 4 as well as the PC, Mac and Linux, and it is the first game that has full cross talk completely seamlessly. That we were one of the first places that streamed that. So seamlessly, in fact, that Jeff didn't even notice, and we told Jeff that it was happening. Which is how attentive Jeff is. We have also just started playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Giants have emerged from their strongholds to threaten civilization as never before. Hill giants are stealing all the grain and livestock that they can, while stone giants have been scouring settlements that have been around forever. Fire giants are press-ganging small folk into the desert, while frost giants' long ships have been pillaging along the Sword Coast. Even the elusive cloud giants have been witnessed, their wondrous floating cities appearing above Water's Deep and Baldur's Gate. Where is the storm giant King Hecaton, who is tasked with keeping order among these giants? What the lands of Faerun, the elves and the dwarves, the humans and the halflings, and the gnomes and the dragonborn need right now is a group of heroes to raise and take on this threat and ensure continued peace in the lands. And maybe one day they'll get round to it.
I can see you didn't look at that bit, Creeps.
I know.
I know you know what happens there. So we stream D&D every Sunday. 1 week we do the Storm King's Thunder campaign, which the fabulous It's Ben Again just did the voiceover for that trailer. And then the slightly less fabulous me did the voiceover for this next trailer.
How do? I'm Martin Madrazo, and this is my favourite panel at MCM.
Thank you, Martin Matrazo. No. Where'd my other trailer go? One moment. There's slight technical difficulties. I'm going to go press some buttons now.
The talk on the streets and taverns of Baldur's Gate has been overtaken with rumours of a death curse, a wasting disease that is inflicting anyone who has passed through the doors of death and returned to life. Victims grow thinner and weaker every passing day, sliding back towards the death they once denied. None of these victims can be raised, and the doors of death seem to have sealed tightly, allowing none to return to the material plane following death. Temples and scholars of divine magic are at a loss to explain this curse which has been affecting the entire region around Baldur's Gate, and possibly the entire world. A dark power grows in the jungles of Chult, a mysterious peninsula far to the south, ringed by mountains and choked with rainforests. This darkness and the curse seem to be connected, and those who are affected by the curse seek to bring an end to this darkness. Heroes have been chosen for this quest, but they have not returned yet. Time is running out for those that face a second, painful, wasting death, and so desperate times call for the rise of a new group of heroes. Can they make a stand against this darkness, or will they too be lost to wander endlessly in the jungles of Chult?
So for a start, I don't want to worry any of you that might be in here that is currently playing in that campaign, but that's all, those images are all from the book, so you never know when the zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex is going to come bursting out of the undergrowth.
I'm out.
But yeah, with the other Sunday of the month, we play the Tomb of Annihilation, which is a fabulous place to go on holiday. Where Ben and Scar and various other fun people are attempting to not die horribly in the undergrowth of the jungles of Chult. Because if they do die horribly, they stay dead, unlike most other D&D campaigns where that's not normally an issue. It's also fabulous what stock footage you can find real fast when you're looking for it on YouTube. And that's the scripted segment of my random rant of a podcast / panel podcast. I said podcast. I could words. I could really words today. It's been a long day. I'm just gonna say some things and fall over now. Good night. So before I move on to other things, does anybody have any questions?
I noticed in your Let's Play layout, it's quite similar to the Did you get inspiration or is that
It's drawn some inspiration from that. The end screen is very similar to the Rooster Teeth layout, and the name burning is something that I picked up after watching them for a number of years, and number of years being more than I'd like to count.
Just out of interest, during that, was that rainforest actually images of the Amazon rainforest?
It is, yes. That was the Amazon rainforest. Unfortunately, I can't actually take a camera to Chult because it doesn't exist. But DJI Phantom very nicely put up some footage of the Amazon rainforest, and that's what that's from. Ben, I'm looking at you, for you usually ask questions.
Yes, I do. Okay, when it comes down to it, what is your favorite type of game to play? Not for the sake of playing to stream, but to actually play.
Ooh.
If you say strip poker...
I will not say strip poker, for that is not a great game to play. I love experiencing stories. It's why you game, to experience the story of what's happening. I'm very much looking forward to when I get back from MCM picking up Detroit Become Human, which is the new game from Quantic Dream, mostly for the storyline. Mostly because the game is just literally a story that you kind of watch unfold, and you interact with certain parts of it, and you prod things, and hopefully you, for instance, if you played the demo, you will know that you try to save a little girl who's been taken hostage by a android. I can words. And so if you save the hostage, everything's fine, and you can legitimately save the hostage. Or you can fail at doing that by not pressing all of the things and not finding out all of the information and not getting to the right place at the right time in the storyline. And either that can involve you saving the hostage but you fall off the building instead, or you get to the edge of the building to watch the hostage and the hostage taker go over the side of the building, and that's the bad outcome. I also like platforming games. Those have very little story, but lots of jumping. I've now got to click around a microphone. The clicker doesn't do anything anymore because I'm out of PowerPoint. That'll horrify the person sat behind me at the tech desk.
Okay, shy of this, the kind of. What other games are you looking forward to coming soon?
Ooh. I don't really know. I'm looking forward to seeing E3 and seeing what's going to be coming out for the rest of the year, because I've not got my eye on anything much at the moment. It's been saving up for Comic-Con. It's been a quiet few months of not buying that many games to be here at the booth that we are at, and so I look forward to looking forward to stuff. I'm enjoying myself.
It's all that counts. Just got to start promoting yourself over there. Stop expecting others to do it for you.
Yeah, or I could sleep sometime. So there's another half hour of this panel, so I'm just going to have a nap.
See, this is where you need that Cards Against Humanity, just randomly pull people.
Well, this is where I need Jeff, because Jeff would handle the other half hour of the podcast. Podcast, I say podcast again. We started as a podcast, in case you didn't know that. We were initially a podcast. I could just do the whole talk about what Final Boss Fight used to be, and I will say that starting tomorrow we're going to have a brand new website, because the coder for it has mostly drawn it back from the accidental overwrite of it he did last night, where he accidentally overwrote our brand new website with his mixer bot, because whoops. So starting tomorrow we will have a brand new finalbossfight.co.uk that you can go to and see all of our videos and our written content, and hopefully coming soon, content from our friends, because we have those and we like them and we want to tell you about them. Which is one of the reasons that we have the booth over there, so that we can tell you about the amazing Scar and Geek Worlds and Carboom from Geek Worlds and the other people we bought from Geek Worlds, and Queen Creeps, who was here but ran away. Possibly because we showed Luz's butt.
Okay, when you get into streaming, what is your grand piece of advice for anyone who's trying to get into streaming?
My grand piece of advice. Do it. The opposite of the advice you just attempted to give. Do it. Don't do it for money, don't do it for fame, don't do it because, you'll meet fabulous people like Final Boss Fight. Do it for fun. Do it because you enjoy doing it. As soon as you stop enjoying doing it, you're doing something wrong. You don't need to spend a lot of money to get the best gaming PC and make the absolute perfect thing straight away. Do it and get better at doing it and continue to get better at doing it. And I'm still in the boat of getting better at doing it. I'm not the best at doing it. I'm well aware of the fact that I'm not the best at doing it, and I'm not the most famous at doing it, I'm not the most well known at doing it. I might be amongst final boss fight, but that's just another thing. That's just to wind Jeff up. Don't track the numbers. Don't track how many people are viewing you. Don't track that one if you want to. Don't track how many people are subscribed. Don't compare that number to other people. Don't say that, I've been doing this for as long as Ed has, or I've been doing this for as long as Luke and James have, or I've been doing this for longer than X person has, to throw out a person who isn't just someone who's here. People are going to come to you for different things, and once you find out what that thing that people come to you is, as long as you enjoy continuing to do that, and they enjoy continuing to watch you do that, and then continue to get better at doing that. And so one of the things that I'm going to be doing once I get back from MCM, or possibly before I get back from MCM, I'm going to be getting a better microphone. Because if you've watched my live streams, or if you've been in Discord chats with me, or if you've listened to podcasts, or seen panels that I've done where I've done voiceovers on trailers, for instance, you'll know that my microphone that I use, I have a headset microphone, and it's not the best. It has a weird grounding issue with my light, is the problem that I've come across. And I've been speaking to Spammels, and I've spoken with Ed, and Queen Creeps recommends the same microphone. So seeing as all three of these people that I know and I like and I'm friends with recommend the same microphone, I'm gonna buy that microphone, and hopefully that will make a difference. I like trying to take a funny photo. Whenever he points a camera at me.
Go for the seductive Deadpool pose.
No. Do it.
No.
Do it.
Take a photo of your brother.
Thank you.
It didn't come out good, but it's fine.
It was never going to come out good.
Is this a Q&A session?
Sure.
Where's my wallet?
It's in my jacket at the booth.
Thank you very much.
Quick, everyone run!
How many photos are you up to so far?
890.
That's a big jump up. Run for the booth. Not you, Pepsi Man. Hey, bye, Pepsi Man. Love you, Pepsi Man. Never actually played your game, though.
Is that the game which you're going to play in the future now?
No. Does everybody know who Pepsi Man is?
No.
Yes. You don't know.
I know he gave me Pepsi.
A gamer.
He gave me Pepsi, other than that, no.
Oh, well, he was in a game that advertised Pepsi.
It was crazy.
It was an infinite runner game, and you had to avoid things, and you had to go get Pepsi, and you had to take Pepsi to people. And that was Pepsi Man.
It was a Japanese game.
It was, yes. It was a Japanese game.
It was a Japanese game.
Yes. And yet all the cutscenes were in English.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was a Japanese game designed for an American audience. Literally. Apart from it never made its way over to America, so it really didn't work.
I personally feel I should get a microphone for half the audience, really. I've got 3 others over here. Does anybody have any other questions that aren't "where's my wallet"? Because I don't know anybody else's.
Do you have any idea what the spoon is going to do yet? Oh.
No. Maybe.
Could you explain the spoon to everyone else?
Okay, so no, I can't explain the spoon to anyone else. That's really the long and the short of it, isn't it? I can't explain the spoon. Nobody can explain it. Nobody can be told what the spoon is. You have to. There is no spoon.
The closest thing is, Rita can tell you how he got the spoon.
So, in the Tomb of Annihilation campaign, Riordan Ethrana is a half elf?
I'm a wood elf.
You were a wood elf. Yeah. You're a full elf, full-blooded elf. Drunken master, monk, hermit. The hermit is the important part to the story, in that the hermit means that he spent some time away from civilization, in the wilderness, and in this example, protecting a relic. The relic was a spoon. He now wears the spoon around his neck. And it does something that is yet to be determined. But I'm having fun coming up with that something. And my players will not have fun when I work out what that something is. One of my players might have fun when I work out what that something is.
You actually tell us one moment when we have fun when I actually worked out something.
Oh no, I won't tell you any of the surprises of the upcoming things like Lucy's wedding or oh wait.
I'm not even surprised anymore.
Have you got the ring yet?
Have we? I think you've played a game since that session, haven't you?
Yeah, we've still got the wedding ring, I think, when we got rid of the...
Yeah, I don't think we've actually... I'm having a one-sided conversation, really, aren't I? I'm talking to a big empty... I'm talking to a big empty room. I can barely see any of you.
Look, everyone on stage.
Yeah, I don't really know where to go with that.
And now...
The end is near. It's only another 20 minutes till I face the final curtain, but there isn't one because we don't have curtains.
You do, they're all around you.
So the whole place is curtains. My God, the whole place is made of curtains! Did anybody else know that? I'm going to check my phone and see what my phone battery is before I try to announce the next bit of this. It's at 4%. Oh, wait. Oh, my brother apparently tried to message me on Facebook right as I came on stage. Oh, that explains things. So, audience, friends, family. Is he out there? No. Friends and people who aren't family, but are like family, the family that you choose. That's what friends are.
That's
Friendship.
gay.
No homo.
Okay, apparently that was gay, never mind. You know games, right?
No.
Other than Rekia.
Oh, wow.
Where have we seen this gameplay?
That's twice you've done that! Twice!
Would you like some burn cream?
I'll need it.
Ben!
Yes!
Do you know random game trivia?
Depends on what you...
I think we all know, some depending.
Let's find out, because I've got a random trivia quiz I was going to give to Jeff and a random assortment of other YouTube celebrities, but I'm just going to yell it into the audience now, because that sounds like more fun to me. Where do I start? What links Mario and Halo? Somebody cue the countdown clock.
I don't actually know.
Is it the jumping?
No way, I suppose both of them do jump, yes, but... Voice actress Jen Taylor voices Princess Peach and Toad in Mario and Cortana in Halo, whereas Mario is voiced by Charles Martinet, who also voices... Bye bro, see you tomorrow.
Bye!
Bye. Everybody say goodbye. Bye. I like you, Pepsi Man doesn't. He looks offended. Charles Martinet voices Mario and Luigi and Wario and Waluigi and half the other rest of the cast. And he also voices Parthenax, the dragon in Skyrim. Because they sound very similar.
Yes.
After Nintendo decided that Super Mario Bros. 2, the game they had developed, was too hard for North American audiences, what was the name of the game that they turned into Super Mario Bros. 2?
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. The worst part is I can't remember its name.
What game did it turn into?
They took a game that they had already made and turned it into Super Mario Bros. 2 and released it in North America. It wasn't a very good game.
It was the one where you pull up turnips.
Yeah, I know which one it is.
Yeah.
What was the name of the game?
Turnip Pete.
It is Yumikoji Doki Doki Panic. Yes. Well done, Pepsi Man and friends. I'm assuming you're a friend. Close enough. The original Deus Ex game predicted the future. How?
Magic.
No.
Donald Trump.
They weren't that good at predicting the future. In the game, Deus Ex, because of processing power, they dropped the Twin Towers from the skyline of New York. Yes. Sorry, I didn't hear you, Pepsi Man. I'm going to come and sit over the other side now so that I can hear. Because we haven't got microphones. Yes, it was 9/11. They removed the Twin Towers and explained that they had been destroyed in a terrorist attack, and the game released a year before 9/11 occurred.
When you said that, no, you're all wrong. Oh, right.
Which Nintendo character was going to appear in the Wii port of Marvel Ultimate Alliance? I didn't even know this myself until I was researching these questions.
Let's see. Oh, that's Captain Falcon.
It was actually Link for reasons.
Oh, Link's in everything. It's looking for a little originality.
Why is Mega Man blue? And I don't mean sad, I mean, why is he literally the colour blue?
Because he was painted that way.
But why?
Because he's a robot and that's what his suit's made out of.
On the NES, they had limited to 54 colours, and blue was the most shades of a single colour they had. So to make the best version of Mega Man, he had to be blue. In the original Assassin's Creed, why can't you swim?
Because they don't want you to go off the map. It will not be synchronized anymore.
Pardon? It's, according to the manual for Assassin's Creed 2, it was a glitch in the original Animus that meant that you desynced as soon as you started trying to swim. Not just the fact that Altair couldn't swim. It's mentioned in a patch note saying they have worked out how to swim now. What childhood trauma led to the chain chomps?
They had their legs and arms and body cut off.
It was a very weird developer at Nintendo who had their entire body amputated. No, it's correct over there. Again, Pepsi Man. It was Shigeru Miyamoto was scared by dogs that he had to walk home past from school who were on a chain. And every time he thought, eventually, that chain's gonna break. And that dog's gonna get me. What is the meaning behind the Mortal Kombat character Ermac's name? Correct. In the original Mortal Kombat game, Ermac's appeared in the debug menu as a number. People assumed that it was a hidden character, but it was just error macro. What is notable about the NES game Warrior Woods?
People went in and never came back out.
Let's see. It was the only Wario game without Wario in it.
No. It was the last NES game released, and because of its late release date, it's the only NES title with an ESRB rating. I'm going to turn this way for this one, because I know that somebody over there knows the answer to this. This is a memory test more than an actual question.
Hang on, I need
to... Please bear with us while we change your battery and camera work.
I'm good.
We're okay now, continue.
So Pikachu is Chew is mouse and Pika is electricity.
Correct.
Raichu is mouse and thunder?
Correct.
I knew that.
I told Cribs that about a week and a half ago. And so that was just me seeing if he remembers things I tell him. Yeah. And now, for a round I've titled... It's got 3 questions and we've got 10 minutes, but... And now for a round I titled, But Why? Which PC game was delayed and rated higher than its console counterpart because of a hidden picture of a developer's ass?
Oh shit!
You'll be disappointed.
It's not that. The picture's not that good. The game's alright. Let's see.
Can you repeat the question?
Which PC game was delayed and rated higher than its console counterpart because of a hidden picture of a developer's ass? A human ass, a butt. Ass is the important word in that, though. It is an ass. It is someone's bum, butt, behind, bottom. No! Halo 2!
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. I remember that now.
The level maps in Halo 2 are .ass, and so the developers thought, no one's going to see these, so for this temporary artwork for this file format, the icon shall be this picture of my bum. And then it made it onto the discs, and then they got rated higher and the game got delayed. How did Overwatch player Fip cause controversy over the character Tracer?
Because of how it was...
She's gay, isn't she?
She is, but I don't think that was it.
Was it not?
No, if it's the first controversy... No, if it's the first controversy over Tracer, it was how she was portrayed.
Correct. He was the... Come on, wake up. He was the fan who complained over the infamous over-the-shoulder pose, where she faces away from the camera, looks over her shoulder, and holds a gun in her hand. And said that this was overly sexualizing the character, who was meant to be a ruthless killing machine. In the video game Lollipop Chainsaw, how do you earn the achievement, I swear I did it by mistake?
You look up her skirt.
Correct. Hands up, who has that achievement?
Never played the game.
It's actually a really good game, and not at all about a cheerleader.
Exactly. I don't know, but she gets really upset when you try and do that Easter egg. You can interact with her.
Who said that? is the name of the last round I'm going to do, and it's video game quotes.
Mario!
It's me, Mario. No. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
It's Sovereign from Mass Effect.
It is.
I'm sorry, I knew that instantly.
Reki, you got very excited.
I love the hand.
I know exactly where it turns up as well. Some Vermeer.
There are no choices. Nothing but a straight line.
That sounds like what my teachers used to say to me.
Max Payne.
Oh.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk, haven't you?
Deadpool.
I really wish one of these was, but that's Dracula from Castlevania.
Ah, the S&M freak.
Go home and be a family man. Yeah, they didn't quite get the quote right, did they? It's Guile from Street Fighter 2. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
Oh, yes.
Who said that?
The worst part is I can't remember what his bloody name is. It's in the original Resident Evil.
It is.
Barry? No.
Yes.
Oh, it is Barry.
It is Barry. What is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil nature through great effort?
I think to be born good. Oh no, Zeus?
It's a me, Parthenax. How many are there in you? Whose hopes and dreams do you encompass? Could you but see the eyes in your own, the minds in your mind, you would see how much we share.
Bowser!
No! By the way, how many are there in you? It's the Vortigaunts from Half-Life 2. It's in a hidden room in the game. You walk in and they're healing someone and they're just like, ah, the free man is here. That was his name, a G-Man quote, so that's my Half-Life quoting done for the... I don't know how long I have a countdown on that. That's as much as I can quote Half-Life for now. And this was the final boss fight, Hour of Power. It's been 54 minutes, so I can show a trailer again, actually, because I've got the trailer, and I'm just going to go to the computer and play things, because I can.
Technology!
So...
In 2018, a genius AI programmer was close to stopping a global cataclysm. When a series of attacks shut down his program, I have assembled an elite team to solve these attacks and recover the missing data. Sadly, that cost too much, so you're left with these misfits. We might not be heroes, but if we pull this off, we will be remembered as final boss fight.
Both of us
I'm
are.
in range.
It was in range.
Awesome.
I'm trying to get there as quick as I can.
Oh no, not that bad, not that bad, not that bad. I'm being shot at.
Oh god, you pressed the wrong button, John!
Guys, I'm being shot at. If somebody can do something about that.
Well, I'm going to try and get these choppers out.
Okay. Ignore that. That never happened.
I'm still being shot at.
One down.
Two down.
Third one's going down.
Three down.
Right. Stop being shot at.
This is the most amazing car in the entirety of the game.
Come on. Get it.
Got it.
Fire.
Okay, we've got the download data set complete.
Fucking down it!
Blast the plane out of the air.
This has been the final boss fight hour of Power, sponsored by Cheesy Bastards. We are over in the final boss fight booth along with Queen Creeps and Geeks World, and we'll see you again tomorrow as the show is now closed. Please get out.